Oh, hello, Gary. How are you doing? That music's a bit loud, isn't it? Turn that down a bit. It's not going to be relaxing if it's blowing out my eardrums. Chris loved it, by the way. I'm glad. Very good. How are you? I'm doing fine. I did a Divinity stream yesterday, and it's probably the most popular stream I've had. Somehow. I don't know. I checked the view count on Twitch, and it says 43. So that's the VOD. Pretty gnarly there. Mainly just to boost. That was a numbers boosting stream. For sure. But it worked, didn't it? Didn't it? It did. It worked pretty good. It's still loud. Shut up, music. Here we go. He's putting it on a starting soon screen. Aw. Nice. Good job. It was only because we got raided into. It was a conspiracy effort. Which is really what we gotta do. You have been doing it with your lurking. And, drawing Azure into this. And then Swan raids into me occasionally. Whenever I am forced to go live by her and her community. At gunpoint. So we're doing this. It's all us against Twitch. Me and you guys versus the world. And by the world, I mean twitch.television. And eventually we'll break the whatever waiting algorithm that they have forced to. I was in bed. I didn't want to get out of bed. They made me get out of bed. And play a video game. Where I was subsequently bullied. For at least half an hour. What was I opening? Yeah, we're doing this one. One moment. Okay. Clip Studio. There's everything. I got a bunch of followers, too. Look at that. Some people came in, and it was funny, because it seemed like they assumed that since I was streaming Divinity, that I play it often, when in fact, that was still very early on in our first playthrough of that game. Which is to say, I didn't know anything. People were asking advice, and I was like, I have no idea what's going on. You think I play this game? I do. But just new. Great job with the new followers. Yeah, I really feel like I earned it. It's been blowing up. What is this line doing here? Oh, I didn't erase it. Well, there, now I did. I'm gonna make partner on accident before I even get to affiliate. I'm not even sure you can do that, but I think I might. What do you need? 1,000? No, you don't need 1,000 viewers. I can check the thing right here. Achievements. Partner. 75. Too many. Stream on 12 days and stream for 25 hours. Listen, in terms of the hours and the time commitment, I'm crushing it. But in terms of the viewer count, we'll figure that out later. I just want the funny emotes. Give me this. Yo! I just checked. Technically people can do it, but they have to be big on other platforms. Interesting. I just checked the Divinity stream, and it got 5.7 average viewers. Let's go inflate those numbers. We're at 2.7 average viewers. If we get a few more good streams in, I think I might be able to break the top. But unfortunately, I'm going back into webcomic mode, which historically not great for view count. Because, obviously, it's just drawing a webcomic that isn't out yet. There's not even an installment released at the current moment. So I'm aware what the issue is there. But it does make sense that Twitch would be like, well, you do have 500,000 Instagram followers, so you could we'll just throw you that real quick. How do I fix that? I think this is the problem. Why is that a separate line? Where are you? What? This line is done in like 8 parts. What the heck? Yeah. Same scam message from 2 different numbers? They are not coordinating. Wait, did you want me to send the scam script? No, I was supposed to say, but I just sent it. Me too? Great, this is never gonna work. My favorite scam message that I ever received was a random text from a number I had never heard of, asking me to buy gifts for my girlfriend, and then they sent me a shady link, which I did not click on, even out of curiosity, but it was very funny the way they phrased it. Something about buying gifts to pleasure your lady or something like that, you know, just like that. Which is very bold, by the way, for a scam message. Usually they're talking about, like, car insurance, or, like, talking about a fake police, like a call-in for that. Like a warrant that you have to address. They're not usually so bold as to just be like, yo, you got a girlfriend. We know this. First of all, no I don't. Second of all, I would not be going to some random text message number to be buying gifts for her if I had one. Big name YouTuber wants to join Twitch, they can get partner right away. Nightmind did that last year, that makes sense. Twitch is a business after all. I doubt they would make them earn a new revenue stream for themselves. Scam I got was about a bank withdrawal for a bank I have never used. You think they would be smarter than that, but really they're looking for people who are dumb enough to be like, I've never used this bank, but maybe this still involves me. That's their whole thing. If you see through the fact that you have never used this bank, you're already out of their target demographic. It's a popular bank in my area, but you've never used it. I guess that's true. They do just send it to everyone. They probably weren't trying to target you specifically. That's a good point. They just send out a script. This wood splinter is making me very upset. Do I know what split wood even looks like? Evidently not. We might just have to deal with it. Alright, back to this panel. I use it because that bank took half my great Graham's money when she passed away for processing fees. Ew. Ooh. Yeah. If you believe in eternal suffering after death, I think bank CEOs are definitely some of the first to go there. You know what I mean? I don't think they have many redeeming qualities once you get that rich off of that particular industry. Secondarily, right on that list, right underneath bank CEOs, you got jugglers, of course. Evil, horrifying, demonic art form. Throwing chainsaws around. Bowling balls, that's dangerous. What will our youth think when they see people doing that? And third, I guess, would be people with peanut allergies, because it's like, how could you be averse to the holy substance, that which brought us here, and to that to which we will return? I just don't get it. The ambrosia of the earth. Taught us to juggle in elementary school. I was good with the scarves, but I couldn't juggle anything else. Yeah, I couldn't. I can't. I simply still cannot. Lord knows I've tried every once in a while. Even with just 2. I haven't even made it till 3 hacky sacks or whatever the heck you start with. Just like 2 tennis balls, I'm already lost. Can barely do it. You would think, you know, I play video games, I do art, hand-eye coordination, surely that's in your wheelhouse, Zotan. No. No, no, no. It is evidently the worst thing. It's a completely different part of the brain, it has to be. I play instruments as well. But for some reason, juggling escapes me. Not a transferable skill? I guess not. And I'm fine with that. I don't need to be a demon, aka juggler. What instruments? I play guitar. I play a little bit of bass, which is like the same as guitar, so that's really why I do it. I played the harmonica forever ago, but I think I have forgotten literally everything about the harmonica. That was like when I was a kid. And I started to pick that up. No longer. So really just guitar and bass these days. My mom wanted to pick up the mandolin, and I'm wondering when she's gonna do that. Or if ever. Because that would have been pretty dope. Quarter at school, played bass for years, sucked. And the melodica. The melodica's an interesting one. I also had the recorder session in school. I feel like we all did. I feel like that's a continuing part of our American institutions. In terms of educational facilities, I feel like we all still play the recorder every now and then. Can't read sheet music. I am okay at it. I do get lost when when you get like the scale and it's like, and you get up here and it's just this note, and it's like, what the heck is even that? A sharp. But like up on the 18th fret or whatever. I don't know where that is. Get that away from me. You. But yeah, I'm glad Chris liked the commission. I liked how it came out. Which one did you end up sending him, by the way? In terms of the background, I'm curious. I'd write the notes above them on all my sheet music. Brain can't figure out how to differentiate the line. Yeah, it's a tricky thing. I can see that. I do prefer tabs. The textured one, nice. Said it made me look like an angel. I did agree. I did use cloud brushes, so I do agree with that. Very angel coded. I was like, I'm too naughty to be an angel. Maybe like a seraphim. Is that the word? For like the angel people hybrid? Angel demon hybrid? What is that one? I'm looking it up. No, that's a different one. That's like a super angel. Oh no. Which one am I thinking of? I don't remember. I'll look it up right now. Angel demon hybrid. Nephilim, that's the one. They're the Nephilim. I knew it was something with them at the end there. Decidedly not a seraphim, though. Those are like, from what I just read there, the highest order of angels, which is kind of always funny to think about. The gods got like a hierarchy of an army of angels up there. Just waiting for those trumpets. You know, my character is celestial inspired, more astrological than divine. True. That makes a lot more sense. The trumpet. Did I bring water up here? Nope. It's gonna be a dry stream. Actually, I do have to get my dog his medication at 2, so I'll probably do it then. Excuse me, no, don't cut this entire layer. I've just started working on it. That's a jank hand. Not smart, rude. Rude. You need hydration. I am probably one of the most hydrated people in America. I'm a hydro homie. While all of you are out there drinking tea or coffee or whatever, exclusively water over here. I drank hot cocoa on Christmas Day at a family's get-together for that day. And it was like the first time I've had anything that wasn't water in like a year. I'm pretty hydrated. I don't drink much of anything else. And that hot cocoa, I'll be honest with you, it made me not want to drink anything other than water ever again. Because it was just like a sludge of sugar. It was rough. You put the freaking ladle in there, there's just sediment all over it. I don't even know. This looks like one of those automatons. For a series of pictures to explain Firebot, or a video? I guess whichever you prefer. I will not put the onus of which one, you know, might be more or less of a hassle to make on you. I'll let you decide, based on convenience. Here, otherwise, I just want to know, are you comfortable with learning either one? Visual learning, pictures, video.
kind of just goes both ways for me. If I have to pick one, let's do it to random chance. I'm doing a coin flip on Google. Heads for video, tails for pictures. It was heads. Video it is. We solved it. What? What do you mean, what? That's what it came up as. I'm so confused. I said heads for video, didn't I? Let me find out 1 second. Okay. Can't clip on mobile? Did something happen? Is something nefarious occurred? Just sworn you said heads for picks, tails for video? I can't remember. We can find this out right now, though, I think. Let me go to Twitch and go to my own channel. Either way, video is fine. I don't know what I got. Oh yeah, I'm intended for sexual content. Channel. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me when I'm talking to myself. Alright, let's go back here to, like, the end of it. I'm so confused. I said heads... Either way, I just want to know what you're comfortable with learning. Flip on Google. Oh wait, heads for video, tails for pictures. Yeah, heads for video. I said heads for video right there. I did it. Was heads. Video it is. Random chance. Heads for... I'm doing a coin flip on Google. Heads for video. Heads for video. He said it right there, ladies and gentlemen. And the otherwise inclined. Almost forgot my own thing. My brain be rude then? Sorry. Yeah, look at that. Don't listen to Zotan being rude over there. Ruge. Sorry, no problem. PC, be back soon. Alright. I'll be also at the PC. My own PC, of course. I gotta fix this thumb, dude. Why do his fingers look so large? I'm gonna fix that. I'm getting tweets from voice quills. Let's go. Tweet notifications, not DMs or anything. That would be a completely nuts reality that we would discover I lived in. Where I get DMs from voice quills? No, that does not happen. My posture. I really should just wear that brace whenever I sit down in this chair. It's like an instant decrease in my posture. My posture health by like a factor of 8. If I'm at like 100%, I go down to 1. A decimal point even. It's not. I keep calling it a brace. It's more like a. It's like a harness made out of fabric. I don't know what kind you would call it. Like a backpack strap kind of thing. I make it sound like it's industrial, like one of those braces headsets you see in that Willy Wonka movie. Sorry, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie. It's a different movie, a much worse movie. Number 1, don't got Gene Wilder in it. Not even as like a cameo. Was he alive then? Is he alive now? Gene Wilder? I think he passed away, didn't he? He did. 2016. Dang. That was a while ago. But also not that long ago. It's both familiar, but not too familiar. Can't reference that song anymore. I guess you can. Depends on your thoughts about that guy. You know who he is. Good old Bean Father. What a weird arc of the internet that was. I'm glad we got out of that season. It was just weird. I want this to be, like, shorter here. Maybe I do. Yeah, I think I do. Fix yourself. There we go. Though it didn't fix itself, I had to fix it. As I so often do with my own line art. There should be a program that just makes the art for me. Wait a minute. Those exist. And with them, I can create Sam Does Art quality pieces. In seconds. In fact, some would say they look a little too much like Sam Does Art's artwork. Almost as if it was ripped directly from his brain or his previous works. But if something like that were to have happened, that would mean his work would have been taken without his, not even consent, but knowledge, and that would be, like, presumably illegal. That would be strange. And you know, I bet our congressmen and our fine representatives in the House are definitely capable enough to wrap their heads around copyright law involving artificial intelligence. Surely they can figure that out. And we're not just going to be left in the dust just fending for ourselves. That would, no. Surely not. Surely they're not all just like 90 years old. That would be ridiculous. And then we gotta draw the guy on top here. Give me more of a line art view. Made a conflict. What is your take on the artist TOS drama that is happening? I thought it was pretty well spoken for, right? Like, they did the rules. They did the rule change. People broke the rules because Twitch was too loose on their definition of artistic and nudity. And that just led to people posting lewds on main for like 24 hours. Then they reversed the rules. The only part of this that I think is unfair is that they banned most of the creators over their own vagueness. There's a new thing? I didn't know about this new thing. You're gonna have to tell me. And then I'll tell you what I think about it. I was not aware there was more. Oops. No, that doesn't look right. We need to fix this. I think just this would be fine. Artist TOS drama. Should I look into it? Because I am one of those on the platform. Oh, here we go. Let's go. Alright. Short version. Artist has TOS that says no refunds for any reason. Gives commissioner price and options of BMC or PayPal. Commissioner sends money via PayPal. An artist says they need to pay PayPal fees, so they send more money. They need to send more money. Commissioner says they can't afford that. And an artist says, fine, we can be friends instead, and I will waive the fee. Commissioner is weirded out, says, no, I want a refund within 10 hours of payment. Nothing started, no concept art. Nothing but a 6-month out reservation. Very weird. Yeah, I was not aware of this particular drama. What a weird, we can be friends instead. Was this perhaps a male-female dynamic? That's the only time I can see a cringer doing this. Or perhaps a VTuber. And like some rando that they were commissioning. That's another one that crops up frequently. Some creepy dude on the internet. I'm not sure. We can be friends is the weird part about that. And I'll waive the fee. Artist says, no, it's against my TOS. Commissioner was like, but you didn't do anything yet. Commissioner says, I don't want to get PayPal involved. PayPal fees, huh? I don't know why this artist assumed. The obvious thing is that this artist is trying to use the term, the phrase terms of service as a sort of scare tactic. And obviously this artist's terms of service are not legally binding in any way, shape, or form. VTuber female, popular artist female. Interesting. A VTuber and a creepy creator is one of the dynamics I was expecting. I knew VTuber might have been involved for some when they said, we can be friends and I'll waive the fee. But yeah. Very weird drama. Against my TOS, as if that has any bearing on anything. My take, this artist is a weirdo. I know, very hot, scalding take here. But the fact that they think their terms of service in any way had impact over anything was particularly wild. Like, you don't got power over nothing, dude. Your terms of service are just words you vomited onto the internet at some point. You didn't get a lawyer to verify them. You don't have a user licensing agreement and all that. You're not an app on the App Store. I decided to ghost and block Commissioner on all platforms. The classic. I didn't get what I want. I'm gonna pretend you don't exist. She used to post about it on social media, getting other artists to agree with them and ban said Commissioner. Yeah, I don't know. They probably spun the tale. In certain ways, surely. Yeah, this is all gross behavior. If you're gonna do that sort of thing, I don't even know where they found artist friends who agree with them in any capacity, because, like, if you're a mature, responsible human being and you want PayPal's freaking fees to be taken into account for your pricing, you take that into account on your own pricing. You don't just say, well, I need more money because of PayPal fees. You would factor that in. Otherwise, it's like the most unprofessional thing you can do is be like, actually, I need more money than what we originally agreed upon because of fees that I already knew about and that you probably already knew about as the commissioner. Like, what a gross person. Disgusting. Commissioner contacted PayPal and got a refund because PayPal TOS follows the rule. Yeah, because PayPal TOS is real and is, like, you know, part of a legal entity known as PayPal, the corporation. It makes sense. PayPal is subject to financial and fiduciary responsibilities, unlike some weirdo on Twitter. Ugh. U.S. laws state that taking money without rendering services or product is illegal and stealing. And you know what? I'm inclined to agree with them. I may not agree with a lot of U.S. laws that have been thrown around in recent years, in particular areas, but that one, I think we keep that one. That was good. I think we, you know, we keep that one. I agree. I think that one's good. We did good on that one. Why is my dog barking? You have a heart condition. You must calm yourself. Be still. The amount of drama back and forth between the two, I just blocked both accounts at this point. Fair perspective to have. I probably would have done the same thing. Even though the commissioner is very clearly in the right. Like 100%. No question. I agree, yeah, artist is a weirdo. Seedless to nay. We can be friends instead. What a weirdo. How do you get people to agree with you after you say stuff like that? They probably left that little detail out of their story. Their version of it anyway. That's what it sounds like. And then I was a real creepo. They probably didn't say that to their art friends. POS for artists is something that makes sense for, like, I won't do these things, add-ons cost this much, if requested, post-quote. Yeah, if you do that stuff, that makes sense. If it's like, if it's more like a guideline, for sure, that's what that... If it's something that the artist has the right to reject, outside of a legal standpoint, you know? Just like, I'm not gonna draw this, and then it's like, you can't really make them draw anything, if they don't want to. But, like, guidelines are great for artists. I recommend everybody have them on their commission sheet. I don't, but, you know, I probably should. Though I would make that very clear if somebody DM me was like, I want you to draw for me somebody with their arms just cut off and they're, like, bleeding all. I'd be like, nah, I don't really do that. Other artists will fulfill that role for me. I don't need to do it. And mecha artists, you guys, you stay over there. I don't want it. I don't want any of that. There's too much. Too many geometries. So many angles and hard ridges. I know not what it is that they traded in exchange for such power to draw hard body figures. Can't do it. Can barely draw cars. That's why we love fantasy art in this house. You don't. There's no cars over there. The downside is you do have to most likely draw a horse at least once in your life if you're a fantasy artist. You gotta get well acquainted with horses, but I would rather get well acquainted with horse anatomy than car anatomy. I think most people would agree with me on that one. Except for those weirdo mecha artists. Truly strange beasts. Not a horse, it's true. Those muscular, perfect creatures. If you mess up one singular detail, you're doing a disservice to God's creation. How did he make them so good? So strong. I don't think this hand is what I'm looking for. I need a new hand. One in the illustration and one to make the illustration. This one is not good enough. It's drawing hands poorly. I think I remember the basics of horse. Horse 101, you got the snoot. You got the little skull there. And you got a jawline like no other. You got the little floppy front flacing ears, as I said. Perfectly, with no mistakes. You got your mane of choice. You got neck. I need more horse room. More room to horse around in. Where did his snoot go? Alright, fix that. Oh, there's his snoot. And then you got, like, they got the dog thing at the front, where, like, they're just super I don't even know. I think these are the equivalent of their pectorals. Poor Snoot, he's got it back. I made him a new one. And then they, like, walk on their toes. Horse hooves, very confusing here. Yeah, maybe I don't remember how horses do. I don't. They got, like, something going on in there. Yeah, we'll just ignore the legs. We'll figure that out later. I don't have to draw a horse right now. I'm trying to envision it. I've drawn so many horses, you think I would remember this. They got like this, and then they got this, and then this. Is that how a horse do? I don't remember, dude. If you're looking for references to send me at random on Twitter, Garo, I think I found your next one, if you just happen upon it. If you stumble across any horse-based anatomical diagrams, you know where to find me. Horses? Yeah, that might be the next one. I'll keep my eyes open, thank you. Alright, this hand is much better than whatever the heck I was doing before. I don't even know what the heck that was. Some kind of gremlin hand. Yeah, hands are usually pretty flat if they need to be. Did we run out of music? How long have we been live for? No, we have been live for like an hour. What the heck, dude? Music goes by so fast when you're not paying attention. Zelda morning music? No, it's the afternoon. I don't think so. I don't quite think so. Just a little late for that one. Ori's a pretty good listen. We haven't done that one in a while. Ooh, very nice. Crank that a little bit. Ooh, not that much though. This game is so good. Visuals, music, story. Definitely one of Xbox's better What do they call it? Like a third-party, second-party developer? I forget which one the Ori studio is exactly. But it's like when EA published that Unraveled game and Unraveled 2. It's like that's one of the best things they've done in a while, and it's because they didn't have anything to do with it. They just gave somebody who was infinitely more talented than most of the... Well, I guess it's not really the developer's fault. They gave somebody a lot more time and resources to do what they wanted to do than they give most of their other developers. That's the real way to phrase it. I'm sure the FIFA developers don't want to crank out a piece of garbage every 6 months. At least most of them. I'm sure they would love to make an actually fun sport game. But how do you do that in like a week with $2? You get to the end of the FIFA game, you look at the credits, the producer note, the section just scrolls past, there's like a blank space they forgot. There's like a thing that says placeholder text. Nobody's given any money to anybody. Let's align this with your actual anatomy, my dude. Because you have that. You got like shoulders and stuff. I need to adjust the angle as well. Well, let's see. This would be like here. Would follow that. Why am I erasing right now? His torso's right there. His other shoulder's right here. Then we got that, and this is going on here. This makes sense, I think. Wiring it out behind him. Yeah, I think if we just make this adhere more to the bicep, that should be fine. Alright, now we get to use the design pencil, one of my favorites. For doing hair specifically. I can only do it on people with black hair, because it gives it the texture that I'm looking for, that new sound. Whoops, this chair has been making lots of noise recently. I keep leaning over. It might collapse underneath me at any moment, so if you guys hear that, at least it was on camera. I'll probably be fine. Just a bruised ego at that point. Knowing that a chair got one over on me. My own, too. My own chair. New desk, a new chair. This chair... It isn't, like, broken. It's just noisy. It's creaky, this one. But a new desk, yeah. I can't deny the necessity of a new desk at some point. I did not get one for Christmas, because I did not ask for one for Christmas. But maybe I should have. Really what I'm waiting for is we're supposed to renovate our basement so the house has more space, because currently it is basically unutilized. We just have a downstairs, and the only thing that is used down there is a laundry room. So when that happens, I will have more space to perhaps put a desk somewhere. And that'll be a thing. Basement streams? Yeah, probably. That'll be where my new office is. Because right now there's another room down there that's just like storing a bunch of garbage. We'll probably just move that into the attic and stuff. Goblin in the basement. Has there ever been a more iconic duo? I don't think so. Yeah, it'll really help me get immersed in the kayfabe when I'm in a gross, dingy basement. Well, it won't be dingy. I guess it would. If I was streaming from the current basement, it would be it would definitely be a dingy. I would be fully immersed in the prison lifestyle experience. Better if you lived with your parents. I do, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I feel like it's actually a sign of something you should be proud of in today's financial state, economic state, rather. If you say, yeah, I still live with my parents, everyone, instead used in the past, like if this was a 90s movie, they would be like, yeah, he still lives with his parents. But now that it's 2023, people are like, oh, you still live with your parents? Yeah, that makes sense. An apartment, living by yourself, that'll be like $1 million a month. You'll never live. You'll have to just move back in with them anyway. And it's just like true. Unfortunately true. Scrolls back at chat. Y'all saw the Twitter drama too? I didn't see it, but Jero was kind of... Did I say Jero? I was probably reading Jiro and Garo at the same time. Yeah, Garo was kind enough to illuminate me about the Twitter drama. We are separate people. Does this happen often? I think I've accidentally fallen into a trap many people have fallen into before. Hello, Gara. Also, how dare you? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. But yeah, that Twitter drama is wild. I just met Jiro the other day in Frank's stream. Oh, but in that case, I'm sorry for the future where it does happen a million times. I was merely one of the first, I'm assuming. It'll probably get much worse. I don't know, though. I listen to a lot of people live stream, and I don't think there's many of them that slur their words quite as bad as me, and I'm not even sleep deprived today. For once. Call me Jiro because they can't figure out how to pronounce Kara. Yeah. I get a hard time too. It was funny to watch. I feel like my username has never caused people too much trouble. The only thing I get with my username are 2 different pronunciations that I get. There's one that I have commonly adopted as the norm. Most of you people use it. So I've kind of just used that as the default now. We got Zotan, which would imply that the rest of it would make it pronounced Zotanith, something like that. Bring out the Zotan. Oh, that's true. I do have a third pronunciation. Never mind. There's the third one. All right, so that's number 1. This is number 2. This is the one that I mainly use. But then the third one, I've heard people, they really highlight the A here. And they're like, they're Zotaneth. Zotaneth. That's the one I've heard. I've heard some people use that. I think that's where this pronunciation comes from. Probably comes from the fact that people use, they really put some sauce on the A in the middle there. Whereas I prefer to put the emphasis on the tan as a whole. That's what I like. Because people have abbreviated my name to Zotan so often that I'm just used to it now. What was the original? The original was, I think, Zotan. I think that was the... With that there. I think this was the original one I went with. Back when I made this name for PlayStation Network in like 2014 or whatever. Can barely remember that. What did you mean to be called? I think that was what I did. I think I meant to be called Zotaneth. Zotaneth just sounds weird. But Zotan sounds great. I'm glad that that abbreviation exists, because that one's good. I like that one. Ugh, good old Zotan. Heck, that guy. Stupid? Dummy? He's not here, is he? Okay, he's not. Just is a pretty good dude. You guys don't know what he's like, man. Alright, this is some good hair here. If there's one thing I can pride myself on in my art, it's my hair silhouettes. I usually enjoy how they turn out. The internal shapes, hit or miss sometimes, but the silhouette, using hair as a compositional element, I feel like most artists don't go big enough with their hair to do that most of the time. So that's good. I am one of the few. How many people you see giving their elf characters big, luscious ponytails? Probably more than I'm considering, actually. I think elf characters are like the most commonly depicted fantasy races with luscious locks. So, you know what? Maybe I'm speaking out of turn here. Although dwarves got a lot of hair too, mainly on the face, but like you can get some ornate beard hair illustrations if you get the right D&D commission. I had to change mine because a lot of people pronounced Gyro. Pronounced Gyro as Gyro. Yeah, I can see that happening for sure. I mean, Legolas, yeah, freaking beautiful, beautiful man. Beautiful elven man. Long flowing golden streams from his head. Sure you're straight, dude. I am very comfortable in my straightness. I just know what's good when I see it. The only reason I can say that is because of how secure I am. Like, if I had to talk about, like, Hugh Jackman, and like, if there was, like, a group of people just talking about how attractive he is, and I had to come up and be like, maybe not, actually, let me play devil's advocate here. No. Like, what are you gonna say? He's Hugh Jackman. Even, like, today, which is, like, I don't even know if he's past his prime yet, but he might be heading there eventually, which might be blasphemous to say. But even like today, he's still rocking it, you know? I'm not gonna be the guy who's like, actually, I think no. That would just be incorrect. Wait, I'm erasing too much. Here we go. He's the greatest showman. That's actually one of my least favorite roles that he's had. Let's move your pupils up there. Maybe not that high. How do we do this? No, that doesn't look quite correct, I don't think. It would probably be more like this. Not that close to the nose, though. How do we draw eyes again? I don't know what's going on with this profile shot here. That looks better. I've been talking a lot about Lord of the Rings recently. I feel like it's been coming up a lot in conversation. I might just be that effect where it's like, if you start choosing to tune into something, even a little bit, you'll start seeing it everywhere. I forget what the name of that phenomena is, but I feel like that's happening to me with Lord of the Rings. I feel like everyone's talking about it recently. Maybe they've always been doing it, but I'm just noticing it more. Talking about Orlando Bloom as Legolas. I got the extended edition Blu-rays for Christmas, which I still have to watch. Maybe on my next day off. I don't know when that is. I think this Sunday. Probably New Year's. Another streamer I watched was talking about Peter Jackson again. Playing this game called, what is Cine 2 Nerdle? It's like some kind of, head-to-head movie trivia game. I'm not entirely sure how to describe it. I think the rule is you have to... It's like you give a movie, or like a movie is given, and you have to keep naming movies with actors that are in it. Hold on, let me look up this website, because I've been watching somebody play this. There's a Cine 2 Nerdle battle. I wish they had a how to play. There we go. I'll go to the browser since I'm reading stuff right now. Yeah, how to play the battle mode. Deciding who gets to choose a movie to watch tonight? Battle for it. Interesting. Link movies together until you find your opponent fails to link to the next movie in time. You have 20 seconds to submit a movie that has at least one link to the movie your opponent played on the previous turn. Links can be actors, directors, writers, cinematographers, and or composers. If your opponent played Crazy Stupid Love, you would be able to submit La La Land because they are both linked by Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. However, you cannot submit a movie that has already been played, and a link can only be used a maximum of 3 times. Yeah, this is the part. This is the rule where you start getting crazy. You start boxing people into a corner with this one. I've seen some crazy strategies used with this. It'd be fun to watch you and Azure play something like this. I don't know how good I could be. Movie star Emma Stone can still be played as long as Emma Stone is not one of the links that you're using. You cannot use links that were banned by your opponent. At the beginning of each game, your opponent will have 30 seconds to select 3 links to ban. Kept hidden until your opponent triggers them by attempting to use one. Oh yeah, then you have lifelines like Jeopardy style. Pretty good. Battlestar with one of the now playing movies. They will change each day at 12 a.m. Eastern. Interesting. Play against other cinephiles from across the globe. I'm not particularly a cinephile. I watch movies. But yeah, that'd be interesting. It's a fun game to watch people play for sure. Been watching a lot of that. Give me my design pencil back. There we go. What are we looking at without the guidelines here? Not bad. Draw our pointy helmeted lad here. Alright, you can lower your opacity down again. Caps lock key, come on now. What was that? Am I using the eraser? Oh, I am. Whoops, I actually liked where that was. Put that back. Yup. How horizontal are we gonna keep this? Maybe like here? This seems to be a good balance. Ooh, unshrimp, you fool. You're gonna get that freaking neck from the dad in Coraline. You gotta not do that. That character always grosses me out with his neck. Horrifying. Have you guys seen that? I'm gonna put it on screen right now, because it's like the most unsettling thing I've ever seen. Ugh, look at him. Oh, God. I looked up Coraline dad neck. Look at this. Ugh, what is that? Ooh. It's like horizontal. Especially here. Look at this shot. Nightmare creature. Are we sure this isn't the nightmare version of him? I think both versions of him are pretty bad. I don't want to speak about this part. I shouldn't scroll down too far. There's probably going to be some crazy stuff on a Coraline Google search. Other father, Frownhead. Ooh. I'm talking about Coraline. That movie is great. You didn't enjoy that movie? I like this movie. Except for the dad. He's so weird. I don't like it. I enjoyed its themes. I enjoyed its presentation. Enjoyed a lot about it. It's not too often that you'll see a kids movie talking about parental neglect, you know, so that I was already immediately on board with, like, this is already a theme that most movies are not going to talk about ever, so if you don't like it, you at the very least, I think, have to respect that it went there. To talk about parental neglect as a form of abuse. And how it's cyclical and how you gotta break that and all that. But it does it in an interesting way. It doesn't advocate for self-sufficiency, but it proposes that as a suggestion. As having to mature without your parents necessarily always guiding you. It's a very interesting resolution to that movie. Freaking wood splintering. How does it look? Does anyone know? I don't think so. I don't. That's for sure. I need to look up TikToks of those guys without shirts cutting logs in half. Not because of the dudes without shirts, but just because I don't know where else to find log cutting footage that is going to have that much slow motion applied to it. I have no visual memory, dude. I know. I'm throwing this question out to the ether, to God. Maybe he'll give me an answer. Look up the one chick that does it. She's amazing. I think I know who you're talking about, actually. I think I've seen her on YouTube. I think she was thrown at me. I think she does it with, like, swords and stuff. Is that the one that you're talking about? A wood-splitting sword. I think this is the lady. I think this might be her. Yeah, alright, here she is. Heel. Hop. And heel.
I am so excited for this. Well, let's get this open. Oh, we're so excited. Oh, golly. I have a sword.
Oh, golly.
This is a wood-splitting sword.
Got kicked off TikTok for no reason. What the heck? Yo. Crazy.
Nice.
Absolutely insane. Freaking Final Fantasy sword.
Just come true.
The best sword. Oh, look at his Nerdforge. Love Nerdforge video. Is she wearing her fake hand attachment on here? I can't tell. That was one of her cooler projects I think she's done. I think I need myself a wood-splitting sword. I just want to have one. It looks so cool. How much does that cost? Is that real? Wood-splitting sword. Going to the shopping tab. This is a prop. I don't need no prop. Where do you even get... You gotta make this custom, right? You gotta get this shipped to you from a person who knows how to make it. Where did she find this? Hand-forged, log-splitting machete, 21 inches. Carbon steel hunting knife, fixed blade, functional knife. $229 on Etsy. I guess that's a starting point. Her parents' house wants sword. Dude, what do you... listen. I have a goblin VTuber avatar. None of this should be a surprise at all. I'll have you know I shave my neck regularly, though. Alright, don't even get it twisted. Get that image out of your mind immediately. I'm nothing if not hygienic, alright? I ain't no basement dweller. I just happen to be in a basement when I dwell places. Sorry, I'm looking at the big old... I mean, if you saw this sword, you'd want it too. I mean, check this thing out. But look at that. Ooh. Pretty sick. This one looks even cooler than the one she was using, in my opinion. Look at that handle. I'm more impressed by the craftsmanship of the handle than I am of the blade, to be honest with you. That's nice. What is this? Scream knife? Log-splitting sword? The Kriegmesser? Yeah, I like blades. They're pretty cool. I will never have a use for one, but they're pretty cool. Knife plays fun? Gun kata? No, I don't engage in gun kata. So anyway, after we looked up those log-splitting videos, I still don't know how this particular thing would look. This is probably close enough. Kiki knife play? Yeah, I figured. I was thinking about it for a second. I was like, wait a minute. I don't think that's what they were referring to. How does this sword work? think the edges are too rounded here. Straighter. There, we could get an edge on that thing. Hello, hello, Mask. Welcome in. Weirdly silent today. What's weirdly silent today? Me? You? The world at large? The world at small. Small, medium, at large. One of the most dangerous criminals. The music is very quiet. I don't know what's going on with my music right now. Can you, like, give me sound, please? No music? It was... I just looked at it. I don't know why the levels on any playlist ever are so low. We'll just skip to the next one. I don't know what's going on here. What about this one? Yeah, there's volume. Look, there it is. Music. To soothe the savage beast. On the plus side, can't get copyrighted for that. It was on, but it keeps doing the whole quiet loud thing. Yeah, it does be doing that. I don't know how to... I don't have a equalizer for, like, my desktop audio setup. Maybe I should do that. I could just put it on in Streamlabs. See, now it's getting loud again. What the heck? Alright, now we need to draw our homie's hand. Well, not our homie. You should never be homies with these cardinal dudes. Let me tell you that for free. I do gotta delete all these guidelines, though. At least a bunch of them. Let's draw this. Where should his hand be placed? Maybe about here. Stop shrimping. What did you think of our Divinity stream, Mask? Did you enjoy it? Even if other people didn't, they did seem to show up. It's my most popular stream yet, and I don't know why. BRB, alright? Fun? Okay. Good. I was worried about how it might have come across. Or been conveyed, because we were just, like, dropping everybody into, like, the middle of Act 1 or whatever. Act 2? I don't even know what act we're in. That's the thing. Fell asleep when you met Gareth? Yeah. I think everybody did at some point. The last thing I remember. When I was saying my finals, my farewells to the stream, I said thank you all for stopping by. To no response. So either everybody was lurking, or everybody was completely out cold all at once. Maybe a little bit of both. That's probably the truth. Shoutouts to Finn, though, for uncovering the dark secrets of Twitch's weighting algorithm. Which is that if you have your volume slider lower than 50%, for some reason they don't count you as an actual viewer while you're lurking, in terms of the viewer weighting average. Like, what the heck is that? What kind of dark wizardry are they trying to... Some kind of black hat SEO tools are they employing here? Trying to put people down. But I enjoyed it good. I enjoyed it too, despite being constantly bullied, just all the time. There's no rest for the Zotan. Oh, Jesus Christ. Would you quiet down? Start my first playthrough today? Wait. Alright, I'm waiting. For what? I don't know, but I'm doing it. Alright, now my phone isn't over 50%. Does that mean I'm not really here? I don't know. I could not tell you. Divinity 2, you have typed Divinity 2. I don't know if it counts for mobile as well. I know this is, I think it was specifically in reference to browser, but I got no idea. When you show up here, I mean, you are chatting right now, so you're not lurking. I think it's only if you haven't like typed a message in chat that it considers like the whole volume thing. I think right now, because you've entered a message in chat, you are now like an active viewer. I think that's how it works. Like, you are registered as existing in the chat room. So as far as Twitch is concerned, you're a real person, I think. If it was up to me, I would always consider, I would whitelist you as a real human being whenever you showed up. So you could keep your volume slider at whatever you wanted. That's just the kind of service I would provide if I were president of Twitch Television. Alright, we drew fingers. That would have to do things, so I keep on in the background, always watching Wazowski. That lady terrified me as a child. Roz. I remember her name well. Have a good one, Guerrero. Have fun with the things. Popular NPC in my D&D stuff. She does fit as like a D&D NPC, doesn't she? I could see her in so many situations and under so many different roles. Where it's just like, yeah, I'm not even surprised. You don't even have to change what she is, just like the same creature from the movie. Genetics in the Monsters Incorporated universe are something wild, right? Because you could be, there's so many permutations. Like, it goes beyond hair color. Like, friggin' dang near everything about you could change in that universe. From generation to generation. What is this line? Did I tangent this on accident? I did. It looks bad. Alright, fixing it. Let's move this over here. Alright, I think that's the line art done for this panel. Actually, we might put this over here. Just add a little bit more movement to that. I'm getting so many pop-up notifications. Can we stop? I gotta turn off some of that. It's just so bad. Let me see what these sequence pages look like again. I gotta check this out. Here. Whoops. Windows noises. Sorry about it. Yo, that's just my headphones. I feel like that's the easiest one of these helmets has ever come out of my brain and onto the canvas. I feel like it's usually a trial and error process for that. God, these line art streams, they always drag, man. Sometimes they don't, but like it feels like most of the time. I feel like I've been drawn for like 8 years. Only been an hour and 40 minutes. No, this needs to be fixed. I wanted to reshare the turtle racing video. Why did you want to reshare? I saw it. I know the one you're talking about. I was in the stream where you showed it. I mean, I'll take it again. I think Swan didn't share the audio and stream the audio. Did she not? I don't know. Uh-oh, dog noises. Oh yeah, I have to go give my dog his medicine. 1 second, guy. Yeah, if you could share that, I'll be right back anyway. I'm back. Can't help but notice I got more viewers when I was gone again. Excuse you, people. Happens every time. Alright, let's bring this up. Where's my glove? Where'd I put that? Oh. Freaking glove. I got it. Okay. Oop, get this music out of here. Probably isn't even audible anyway. Get these letters away from me. Get this video onto the browser. Here, let's just turn it up all the way. Oop. Did you get water? Oops! I forgot. Hold on, I'll go do that also. After we watch this turtle racing. Yeah, she definitely did not play the audio. I would have remembered this. I would have remembered that, I think. If a Guilty Gear Strive song came on in the middle of that. I don't think it's actually Guilty Gear. But, like, come on. Full speed ahead. Playing this on my Steam Deck in the bathroom and nearly fell off the toilet. Alright, hold on, I gotta do another thing. Can you even read that? Doesn't matter. Where's my music? My very quiet music. Okay. I'm now hydrated in my lane. Motivated, moisturized. Got all my stuff together. Get everybody and their stuff together. 3, 2, 1, let's jam. I gotta find the where's the dark hair color that I just co-opt for all my line art. Yo. Yo. I was watching the H-Bomber Guy Pathological video. It's a good one. I like that one. I've rewatched it a couple times. He did not convince me to play that game. However, I only got Fear and Hunger because it actually looked like something I could beat eventually. But those like old school 3D shooter third-person type games are already hard enough for me, especially, I mean, that's without them being designed specifically to be annoying and kill you at every turn. So I can only imagine how rough that game would be for me to try and beat. Also, I don't have time to throw my head against a brick wall that is an old game designed to be annoying. That's kind of why I haven't continued the Fear and Hunger Let's Play anytime soon. The only reason I can play Lies of P on stream is because, like, I've played Dark Souls before, and that was basically just a Dark Souls game. So I have experience. Interesting, the story seems good. I would never play it. Yeah, it seems like that type of game. Most people will experience it through a third party vicariously, be like, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I will never touch it. That looks far too annoying. I've heard the sequel is good. And that's the thing too, Fear and Hunger has a sequel, and I think like Pathologic, I think it did the similar thing where they made it a little bit more accessible just because of how brutal the first installment was. But like, the thing is, you gotta play the first one before you earn the right to play the second one, right? That's just how it goes. You gotta play the annoying janky one to get to the sequel. With better gameplay. Oh. Bible Thump? Is that emote still a part of Twitch? I wish to check. Or is it Angel Thump? I don't know what it's called. Oh, it is. There he is. Little Isaac. Whoop. Ah, we've entered the Naruto zone. With wind flutes. Is that what they're called? Pan flutes. Something to that effect. Woodwind instruments. Why don't more anime soundtracks use woodwind instrumentation? It's just good. More soundtracks in general, actually. I think it's underutilized in rock music, in any music. I was just referencing a Worthy Kids video, because when you can do that, you should always take the opportunity. I think I'll take some time after stream to start planning out the other pages that I need to finish for this action sequence in a little bit more detail. And also studying some Berserk and Claymore action sequences to see what they're doing with the lines and such. I think that'll be a good use of my time. And also it's an excuse to read manga, so it's like, why not? Two very good manga, by the way, if you have not read them, but also if you have any sort of trigger caused by violence, or in the case of Berserk, sexual content, be highly aware. They do not pull any punches in that one. Berserk, I think it's literally the first page he's boning down on a demon that he cuts the head off of on the second page. It's nuts. Miura himself is like, I don't even like that intro anymore. I was young and I didn't know what I was doing exactly. I did not plan out the series at that point in time. It's like, well, can't fault the man for being honest about it. He's just like, yeah, that intro's bad. I don't know what to tell you. It's just weird. It's not in character for Guts as he became known later on in the story. And frankly, it's just juvenile. Just a dude boning down on a demon that he cuts off the head of. Because he's an angsty, edgy hero man. An anti-hero at the beginning of the story. He's got a clouded moral compass, but he fights for the betterment of the world under a cruel god, or a pantheon of them. I don't know why, but my Steam discovery queue is recommending me NSFW games. That's weird. Normally they don't recommend it to you. It's like in the new and trending section because everybody else is buying it. I don't think I've been recommended any of those. I don't have any loot games. Yeah, that is weird because I've like looked at some of them in the Steam page, or like my friends will send me a link, hey, you should play this game, and I'll click on it and it's like Adolf Hitler hentai simulator, and I'm just like, I'm not, stop doing this. Stop sending me this. And it's like, even after looking at those, I don't get recommendations for that kind of stuff. And now on my alt account, of course. But this isn't my alt account we're talking about. I'm talking on main. I tried playing Castle Crasher with my friends yesterday. For some reason, the game had no audio, like, at all. Weird. Got a lot of weird game issues going on. Especially Castle Crashers. You would think that game is kind of, like, bug-free since it's been out since the beginning of time. But apparently not. I kind of actually wish that my game had no audio sometimes when I was playing Castle Crashers. That game is abrasive in its audio sometimes. I'm just blaring full-on early Newgrounds aesthetic music and sound effects all over the place. I was like, playing complete silence is weird. Yeah, I can imagine that being a weird thing. You're just playing how everybody did with a Game Boy Advance when they were supposed to be sleeping. Yeah, I may be playing Pokemon, but like I can't let my parents hear the Pikachu cry in Fire Red. It's just so loud and grating, I gotta play it on mute. Lest they know what I'm doing. Which is farming those Pokemon levels. Grinding up to the Elite Four. Will we finish the line art today? We might. Half an hour? Maybe not. But we would have gotten close. Which is better than spending all of my time on one panel like that one page I still refuse to go back in color until I absolutely have to. Good lord, it's gonna be so bad. The one with like a bajillion people on it. I might even like do my cover page before I go back and do that that other one. I don't know yet. Just put it off for as long as possible. It's simply too many people. I don't know why I did it. I gotta do a value pass for that page? Ugh, nightmare. This will all be worth it, guys, by the way. My refusal to release this comic until Chapter 1 is done. Like, entirely, because just imagine when I start posting it, the buffer window is going to be so big. There's not going to be a delay for, like, months if I post 2 pages a week for a while. My goal, and this is a lofty one because I already know Chapter 3 is going to be beefy. It's where, like, a lot of cool stuff is going to happen. My goal is to have Chapter 1 and 2 last long enough for me to finish Chapter 3, so that I can keep releasing 1 through 3 continuously, before I have to put on like any sort of hiatus or delay for Chapter 4. That's my goal. We'll see if I can actually get that done, but Chapter 3 is probably going to have a ton of pages in it, based on what all of the plot beats that I want to cover in it. But we'll see. My goal for this year was to finish Chapter 1, so we all know how I am with goal setting. Not very good at it. I tried, but then I just wanted to keep adding more to Chapter 1. And now I'm at a place where I think I've added all that I want to, and the chapter still makes sense in terms of plot, and I haven't gone, like, completely off the rails. I don't think I've added a lot of superfluous detail. We still on Chapter 1, brother? You've been on Chapter 1 for this entire time. I have not started making... Well, I made Chapter 2... Well, I started making Chapter 2, which I thought was going to be Chapter 1 before I started streaming making this whole thing. But then I was like, I want to make a prologue to better establish the beginning, certain details, and set the tone. And then I just decided, well, instead of making it a prologue, I'll just make this Chapter 1. And then I'll start making... I'll just call what I had before Chapter 2. So I've already have, like, most of a chapter made from before I started streaming this. That's why the buffer window is going to be huge, because I already have, like, a whole chapter in advance. It's going to be great. Love it. Also, still being on Chapter 1 should not be, like, a negative in terms of how... It's not perceived as a negative in terms of how much I've made. I've still made, like, a bunch of pages. Like, I got, like... Let me check the folder for this chapter that we're on currently. I got pages 1 through 17, and then, like, 9 action sequence pages. So there's, like, 20-something pages there. And then I got Chapter 2. I have 23, 24 pages made for that one. So I got a lot of stuff. I just wish I had more time to designate to this comic. That'll be the New Year's resolution, though. Number 1, get rid of the hair. Number 2, work on the comic. Although, if I work on the comic hard enough, maybe my hair will just fall out One Punch Man style and I won't have to worry about it. I'll go through my own training arc. Music level check? Good. Alright, for once. What the? Move over. This layer. Did it say relaxing Ori music, or was it just the soundtrack? It's just the full soundtrack, I was gonna say, because this is like intense. Some final battle type stuff going on here. Make sure the hands are not reversed in their direction. It's important. It's one of my biggest pet peeves in art. I would hate to have to do it myself and then have to face the consequences of having done it. When the hands are backwards, ugh, I notice it every time. Remember that one manga about medicine I shared half a year or more ago? Still awesome. The one about medicine. I don't know if I do. But I'm glad to hear that it's good, regardless of my knowledge of it. About medicine. The Android arc of Dragon Ball Z, where a canonical plot point is that Goku needs heart disease medicine or else he will die. That's a manga about medicine. And a weirdly grounded segment for that show / comic. It's like, oh yeah, he may be an invincible superhero man, but like, still got a heart in there, don't he? Could explode at any moment. You don't know. Let me share it. Got it. Mangadex. Now, Mask, what are you doing on a website like this? This isn't kosher. Kodo ni hatatsu shita igaku wa mahou to kuretsu ga tsukana. Can modern medicine work in another world? No cheats, no modern equipment. One doctor stands up against a world where magic rules. Tadato Amami, an active doctor, is transferred to another world. Oh, no, it's an isekai. That's probably why I don't remember it. I repressed it out of my brain. But I'll continue reading the description. Where magic is monopolized, he is surprised by the slimes, chimera, beastmen, and other inhabitants who he encounters for the first time. But with the little medical equipment he has and his own knowledge, he's able to fight diseases and injuries. Will he be able to cure the inhabitants of the other world and save those who suffer? God isekai, yeah, freak it, isekai. Any highly advanced medicine is indistinguishable from magic. That's a good title, though. I will admit, that's a pretty sick title. Modern medicine is just magic anyway, if you think about it. Pretty sick title. It's good, though. I'm sure it is. It's a isekai. And maybe someday I'll get around to forgiving isekai as a genre for its transgressions. But for now, I still have other stuff I gotta watch and read. Mainly watch, because who has time for reading these days? Even though I just said I'm gonna go study Berserk and Claymore later today. That's different. That's for research. I will not be enjoying a single thing the whole time. It'll be purely analytical and cerebral. Did we win yesterday? I don't know. Did you mean view count, or did you mean Divinity the video game? I think we made some progress in Divinity. Also, hello, Swan. Whoops. Lines. I just woke up from a nap. I figured. You did have probably about 2 hours to sleep after the time we ended stream and the time you said you would have to do other things. Oh, we're out of music now. Whoops. Alright, new music. Oh, no, we're not. I lied. Is it being quiet again? It is. You sound like you slept too. I did. Louder. Louder. There we go. Do I have that glow about me in my voice? Are my words not blending together into some sort of soup? Stop being quiet and then loud. One volume level, please. This is too dramatic for me about to finish up this panel and then the stream. Oh, Jesus. I'm not ready to get all amped up. I was gonna go read manga after this, again, for studying purposes. Because I don't know how action scenes is and how to do them. I need reference. Good news though, and I brought this up at the beginning of stream, I did check my view count average for the stream yesterday, and I'll just let the results speak for themselves. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Hold on. I'll just copy this here. Put it over here. Let me make sure I'm not doxing any important information. It's like, oh, your Steam keys, your stream key is just here now. Whoops, you should have thought about that. Send me my text message. Alright. I got two-factor authentication on. Still loud as heck, dude. Alright, here we are. Let's break down the graph on stream. This will be great content. Up. Look at that bar over there. It's over there. Also, wait, hold on. Did this get lowered? I swear this was higher earlier today. Oh, it's because I'm streaming today. In addition, I'm lowering the average because I'm streaming again. at a lower count. This was higher earlier today before I started streaming again. It was like 5 point something. Now that I'm doing my webcomic stream, it's like 4.3. I'm lowering the average. It's still above 3 though. It was like it was higher than this one. The Divinity stream was popping off. This bar graph was like over here, and then this one was like almost up to the 6. But I'm I'm doing comic streams now, so I'm killing my own content. Recommended categories. Divinity Original Sin, by the way. Oh yeah, here's my numbers. Content video producer. Look at that, it got 43 viewers over there. Nice. 24 hours is based on Midnight Greenwood? Yeah. I am realizing that now. That I have lowered my own average of this one with this one. We were popping off. We had new people coming for Divinity? That was... I know, that was the strangest part to me, was we weren't just getting viewers from the raid. We had people still actively participating in the Divinity community, showing up, asking for advice, no less. And we were like the worst people to provide that sort of service. Do you think higher... buddy, I'm going to stop you right there. Does your question pertain to what to do in this game? Because we are doing a second playthrough, simply because we failed so hard the first time. Let me stop you. Let me recommend some other resources that you can peruse. Have you tried the Wikia? Now we're out of music. Excuse me. Hollow Knight, to close us out. You do something for the first time, you should put the first playthrough as a tag. Well, I don't know if we were going to do it repeatedly. It was sort of like an impromptu stream. I didn't really set up most of anything there. Like I said, I was forced. I was forced to stream at like 2 or 3 in the morning. 2 in the morning. Raid was also Swiss cheese at that hour. Yeah, that's true. I think you were significantly faded out at that hour. Forced, yep. Against my will. I was watching, and after you met Gareth, I fell asleep. Yeah, you was out. I don't know what else happened. There's a VOD there for you. We did it for Mask. We did do it for Mask. Do it for him. Like it says in that one Simpsons image that goes around sometimes. Except replace her with him. Because I don't think Homer would do anything for Bart unless it was like throw him around like a ragdoll. And for Zotan's concurrent viewership, yeah, that really did help. I'm telling you though, before I did this comic stream, which I know gets no viewers ever, that's fine with me. I don't do it for viewers. I just do it because I need to make this comic, and I will not if I don't record it. I need to be disciplined, and this is the only way I could think to maintain that. Is to have some sort of recorded diary entry that I did stuff today. But like, let me tell you, the viewer count... Excuse you, what happened? I am here? What are you talking about? Everybody's here. Now. It's like Smash Bros. Everyone is here at all times. Came for P and she stayed for the art and the commentary, that's true. Garo is a real one. Absolutely. Mask also a real one for having me in his #1 on the Twitch Rewind. I don't even know why I don't even know why I'm here right now. I don't even know what I'm doing here. This freaking cringer. Obligation, maybe. I think it might be because I have just sort of existed for too long in your consciousness. And now you don't know how to politely tell me to go away. Just to suffer. Call you a real one for watching me as your number? That's true, you do. Alright, we drew a hand. What's our guidelines looking like? That's looking fine. Did you away she invited you to a con? She did do that. Only so she could chop me at the knees. Disable me for life. That's her that's her master plan. Driving across country, I'm going to a convention. Whether or not I come back, we'll see. Alright, another hand. Oh, don't kill him, I need him. Without knees or ankles? Damn. Can't even let me keep one. As long as he can still draw. Excuse me. I'm still here. When you get big, you can replace them? When you get adults, excuse me? I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I'm legally an adult. No, I'm not an infant. I'm a man. I've said this before. In that exact tone of voice. Boy. Legally an adult. Oh no, yeah, that's right. I can vote and stuff. And drink whiskey. Neither of which I do often. Well, I don't vote often. For primaries, sure, but like, you know. I know you should be more involved on the local level, but it's like, I don't know, dude. I'm too out of it politically to have an opinion. Other than most politics are bad. And alcohol, just not for me. I'll get high on life, thank you. I said as a narc, my badge sticking out of my pocket. How do you do, fellow weeds? I mean kids. Wait, this is the ring finger. Got it. I think these might be too tall for fingies. Whoop. Constant voice cracks? No way, don't talk about my voice cracks. I can't control them. You should know better than to make fun of a man going through 8th puberty. I actually think I can control them to an extent. I can definitely do them less if I just project my voice more. Too tall for fingies. Yeah, that's what Swan's gonna say to me when she sees me. She's gonna say, freaking, you're too tall for knees, too tall for ankles. Might as well get rid of those fingers as well. Just chop them off there. Although I do need to be able to draw, so the left hand, maybe. I don't need those fingers. I do want to play fighting games, though, so I do... Well, as long as I can keep the thumb and, like, the index finger. No? What do you mean, no? Thingies. If saying fingies makes me infantilized, then I got a word for every parent in the world. They all talk that way. Do they have a reason for it? Yes. Do I have a reason for it? No. But I'm allowed. This always sounds like one of those royalty-free music videos that YouTubers would put in their prop hunt videos. Royalty-free songs. Did I say songs? I don't know. Why are the two hands different sizes? Because I'm gonna fix it in a second. Because I'm gonna fix stuff. I gotta do comic pages so fast you have no idea. Things are gonna be disproportionate until I get to the end of it. Oh, I didn't realize this was on the same layer. I was concerned. I see it. I see every mistake here. Sometimes I just have to move on without fixing it. Because time is of the essence. This show, the one is closer, but that was a bit too big. Yeah, I'm fixing it. Don't worry about it. We have the lasso tool for a reason. And this one also needs to be adjusted. Alright. Then we erase which layer? This one. Alright, there we go. Okay, my arm's slowly losing feeling in my hands. Excuse the typing becomes illegible. Yeah, don't worry about it. Especially since I'll be ending stream about right now, so you can lose all the feeling in your hands that you want. Because it is about that time. Ending screen. Clip Studio ending screen again. Alright. Thank you all for stopping by. Tomorrow, you know what the deal is. Yada yada, the same thing. Like, you just suffer alone. No, you're suffering with your cat. Who is causing the suffering. Rude? Alright, that's it. I'm gonna nuke the chat. Here we go. I forgot how to do it. There it is. Ha! Killed ya. Ruder, yeah. Get owned. Get owned, all of you. Now, according to the rule of Evangelion, the law, I'm gonna start calling the law of Evangelion. This, since I have now timed all of you out, essentially, you are not allowed to chat anymore for 2 years. That's a real, truthful rule. We gotta get rid of the fingies now? No mercy. I need my fingers. You can't treat me like an Elfin Liade character. What? There's a whole story. I simply cannot get into it again. I'll do it tomorrow if you remind me. I'll say it with my mouth. And maybe through some interpretive dance. But yeah, enough rambling. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.